I know the guy last time that came over after the podcast, and he was like, "Hey, I love what you guys are talking about." He was like, you know, it's great what you guys are talking about because no kids are today, you know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Lenny Lopez, alongside with Triston Andrews and Riley Adams. Today, we're going to go over episode 5 of the podcast, sexualizing our children, teens, and also that SB 145 law. The main topic that we're going to talk about right now is sexualizing our children and our teens. What's happening right now in the world is basically our teenagers and our children can have phones like that. They can get technology just like that and Snap. And if you go on Instagram right now and you put hashtag teen girls, what do you see? You don't see normal teen girls, no. You see these parents running their account and exploiting their children and what they want them to be, right? For example, they want them to be Instagram models. I don't think, yeah, it's cool to be a model and all, but the way that they're exploiting their children, the way they're dressing, look it up right now and you see them in bikinis, you see them in thongs, you know? You see them in thongs and like, okay, you know, a girl at your age, you know, shouldn't even wear that.
Yeah, 9, you know? 10 years old, you
yeah.
know?
Why at that age though? Like these parents should literally get like psychological help.
And they get like thousands of followers too.
Yeah.
You know, like
half of those followers are pedophiles too.
The real question we should be asking ourselves is, who is going online and typing in teen girls?
Exactly.
I think that's the real question here.
That's it, man. That's what we're trying to say.
Like,
pedophiles are using it and like using this hashtag to like look at little girls, you know, look at teen girls.
Not good.
It's not good. I mean, if you realize, if you look at the comments on some of these posts that these girls put, there's a lot of men around in their 30s or older that are commenting saying that they're beautiful, they're this and that, nice feet, nice ass, whatever, right? And I'm like, dude, do you have a hobby? Do you have a wife and kids?
I think this is their hobby. Like
that is their hobby.
Yeah, like
that's it.
Their hobby is like sex trafficking for them is like a hobby. Like, you know, like some people collect stamps, like they kidnap children. That's just how it.
They become so cum-brained, you know. Yeah. Like they're like they all they think about is sex now, and they're like,
exactly.
That's how most of our society is, you know. It's all they think about.
I mean, like you said in the last episode that you were on, they say that our society today is hypersexual.
Hypersexual.
You know? Yeah, our teens are hypersexual today. Some people, there's two sides to this. Yeah, it's terrible that our teens are dressing like this and our children are dressing like this, whatever, showing off their body. But then there's another side saying, well, they're just expressing themselves. You know, they're expressing themselves, they're a woman. You know, they can do whatever they want with their bodies. It's not us men. We're not in charge.
They're not women. They're children.
Exactly.
You know?
And I thought about that too. Like, well, they're not women. They're like little girls.
They're girls. Yeah, they're not women. You know. Yeah.
That's the thing, because I did a poll. And I'm pretty sure you saw it on my Instagram. I got the story. It says, you know, do you think your children are getting sexualized? Literally 98% of people said yes, and then there's a 7% that said no. And I'm wondering why.
Where do we draw the line between like children expressing themselves the way children do, like, you know, the way children like, you know, play around, play pretend, and like where do we draw that line between that and then like they're like, you know, like you know, make a porn basically. There's like a line that you have to draw.
I mean, would you want to see these teen girls or children wearing fucking short shorts with a fucking crop top?
Yeah, like 12-year-old girls.
Yeah, they're wearing that shit.
Yeah, seriously. And parents are okay with it. Yeah, like they buy them those clothes. You know, the kid's not going to fucking, you know, Forever 21 buying short shorts. No. You know, it's like. The fact that they even make short shorts for little girls, you know?
Exactly. I mean, you think about the fashion brands that put these out there.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Why would you want to see that?
It's their, it's like it's their so buy it mentality kind of. It's like it's okay, you know. But like, I don't know, like people look at that, you know, and like I mean, if you're a parent, like you can dress your kid in whatever you want, but like think about it, you know. Like if you really want to protect your children, like. Protect their bodies, you know. Protect
There's
them.
creeps out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's perverts out there that would check out your daughter no matter what age she is. You know?
Well, I think a lot of it too comes down to like I feel like it's less about like these girls. If that makes sense, and more about like the guys that are. We should more focus on the guys that are like trying to do this. Like I think like you know like women wearing like you know like shorter skirts, like that's like whatever. Like they're just wearing clothes.
Okay,
you know, but we need to.
We're talking about little girls. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about women.
No.
Women can wear whatever the hell they want. You know, but when a parent is putting her girl in short shorts or a bikini and posting multiple pictures, and then you're seeing all these comments, wow, so sexy, and wow, love it, wow. Exactly.
I'm saying we need to go after those guys.
Exactly. No, and that's what
I'm not gonna blame the clothes. I'm gonna blame like those.
But that's what we're trying to expose. But when the parents are actively doing it for followers,
go after the parents. We gotta go after those parents.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody's going after the kid.
Yeah.
Like the kids.
They're blaming the kids.
Yeah, we're not blaming the kids. Don't get that wrong. We're not blaming the kids.
This podcast will now be called "Blame the Children."
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we're blaming the parents for putting these kids in these situations.
Yeah, you're right. Because there is parents out there that want to gain followers and fame.
They see all of these Instagram models sexualizing themselves, doing all that, and that's fine. You can do what you want. But when it comes to your children, you should not be sexualizing your children or putting them in scantily clad clothing for clout. I just think that there are many other ways that you can use your child to make money. You can make a YouTube channel about them opening gifts and shit, or like whatever. Unboxing, or like I don't know, helping the homeless or something. I don't know, but like
a whole YouTube channel, like a child giving food to the homeless.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. Yeah, but like anything but putting your daughter in a bikini.
I agree with you, Riley, about what you said earlier. It's like we should attack the fashion industry or these men that are doing this, or the parents.
Most definitely, yeah.
I don't even think it's like the clothes themselves are inherently sexual. Like I think it's the people who sexualize, and they're making these clothes like to be sex. I think it's like it's their fault for like viewing children in a sexual way at all. Because how it really should be is like no matter what a child could run down the street naked. What you should not do is sexualize. I'm not saying a child should be running down the street naked. That's a concern also. Yeah.
It's the thing about like that there are people that do.
Yeah, exactly.
Do
so,
yeah,
we need to be like.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what we're trying to expose. We're trying to expose like just all of all the branches of the tree. We're trying to look at that every leaf. You know what I'm saying? We're not just like saying, girls shouldn't wear short shorts and stuff like that. Like just watch your children and just don't stare at kids. Like if you're out there doing this shit. And you somehow watching this, like what is going on?
What is going on?
Get some help. Like you're all coming down soon. You're sooner or later, especially with this new SB 145 thing.
Oh yeah.
Especially with this new California law. If this doesn't wake the California people up to what this is doing, and this doesn't make you want change and make you want to force change from these overlords in California that are making these laws, because I sure as hell didn't vote for that law.
I didn't vote for that.
None of us voted for that law.
It's true.
It was just the government that made that law. I'm sure if they gave us the choice to vote for it, everybody would vote against it. That's why they had to put it in by force.
Yeah.
And now
it just came like that.
Exactly. It was just like, California just passed it. Yeah. But we don't talk about it. I thought this was a democracy. I thought this was a republic. I thought we were supposed to vote on laws that are passed in our governments and that are passed in our states and our cities and everything like that. We're supposed to vote for these things.
I mean, if it wasn't already obvious, I think it says a lot about the people in power, because laws should be created to serve, like they should be for the betterment of the society as a whole. But I think in recent years, like especially like I would say the last like 100 years or so, with like the rise of modern technology, we see a shift towards it's more about the betterment of the people who are making those laws. So if they're making a law like that and we didn't get to vote on it, it says a lot about those people that are in charge and what they're okay with.
Exactly, like what they're trying to, and like with all the pedophilia stuff that's coming down right now, like you see in Ohio and Georgia and all these places, they're finding 20, 30 kids stuck in a trailer. And they're arresting I think they just arrested like 28 guys in a pedophile sting, like a Chris Hansen type thing.
Yeah.
It was like a sting house where they were texting like a 12-year-old, like they were acting as a 12-year-old girl, and these 55-year-old guys would be like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?"
Bring back To Catch a Predator.
Yes,
we gotta bring that back.
Chris Hansen, my Lord and Savior.
There was an episode of like a different sting operation show he did, but it was about tax fraud. And no, and the guy had seen the catch it. He was like describing in detail these episodes, like and then Chris walks out, like Chris Hansen's staring him in the eyes, like. No, dude, honestly, I wanted to bring back Catch the Predator just so I can see like them like having like those catchphrases again. Like the guy's like, I brought Wingstop, and he's like, it's gonna get a little spicy in here tonight. Like, I just want to see him do that again. You see the life like drained from their eyes. Yeah, like 40-year-old man just walks out
with the new To Catch a, because he had like an episode or two of a new To Catch a Predator, like when he was older.
Yeah.
And like he looked like he just wanted to choke slam these people. Exactly. Like he wasn't like the young like, oh, do you have a seat there? You know, he was like. He was like mad dogging. I'm like,
oh, fuck, I would too.
I dare you to sit down.
I dare you to sit down.
I'm gonna tell you when you can sit down.
No. Remember that guy's like, he's like, he shows up, he's like, I came here to help her. Like, help her what? Lose your virginity? Like,
dude, like, oh my, like, I've been watching a lot of that lately. Like, I'll just be driving to work and I'll just like put it on YouTube. Like, I'll put it on YouTube and like I'll just listen to it. Cause it's just like watching these people and like getting into their mindset to like know what's going on in there.
What is going on with these people's minds when they do this shit?
Exactly, like, and you see some of these people and like you know, there's rabbis, there's doctors, there's teachers, there's all kinds of different walks of life, you know, and like every color, every creed, every job, everything, every religion, everything you
all
think
pedophiles.
Of. Yeah,
it's very inclusive.
Yes, it's a very inclusive group. Yes, like it's all like no matter what religion, race, anything you are, your people could be pedophiles.
It's not bound by race. It's a sickness.
Exactly,
you know
it's a sickness within the mind. Yeah, exactly.
What I'm interested in is like for doing that help stop this. Like, we need to like find someone who like is attracted to children but has not done anything yet. Like, how do we fix them? What do we do? What is the solution for that?
Castration.
But will that? No, I mean like psychologically. Like, we get in there like. What is wrong with them that makes them want to do that? Is what I'm interested in. Like,
some of them, like, you know, have the mind of children.
Yeah, a lot of them will have like childhood trauma.
Yeah,
and so like they'll be stuck in childhood mindset.
Because a lot of it's because like they got they got molested like that when they were a kid, so they just kind of care. Because I feel like I remember talking about it. I think we were watching that Michael Jackson documentary, and they were talking about how like kids like they associate that with that's their way of showing affection, which is so fucking weird. But it's like. Yeah, like I think that's why like it comes into like practice. But someone like Epstein, like that's clearly not someone who's like, oh, that's how my dad used to play with me when I was a kid. Like that's very clearly not. So like, I want like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like that's like what is the mindset of that? Like that's weird.
Of like the Epstein level.
Yeah. Like,
dude, okay, that is power, money and power. Okay, when you get to a certain level of money and power, right? When you want to get to a certain level of fame, okay, you have to join the club, right? And so,
like Kid Raper Club, like that's like
yeah. So in order to join the club, you have to be blackmailed as bad as everyone else.
Okay, that makes sense.
So Epstein had cameras in every single room on his island in order to blackmail politicians, actors, and all of that. So that he could have control over not him, but you know, his handlers, you know, because everybody knows Jeffrey Epstein had all this money, but he wasn't paying all that out of his pocket. He wasn't paying all these people out of his pocket, you know, he wasn't financing all these people out of his pocket. It was his handlers, the people that were giving him money, the governments that were giving him money. I suggest you look into that yourself. But it's just the mindset really of that is like once they start doing it, you know, it's either they'll be blackmailed to a point to where they're like, okay, well now I gotta take part in more satanic rituals.
Okay. Why would you want to join this like club you're talking about? Like, why?
Because people want fame and fortune quick. People will do anything for fame and money.
Especially in Hollywood.
Yeah, oh yeah,
because
definitely.
If you want to be that A+ actor, you gotta do whatever they say.
Exactly. You know? Yeah. If you really want to make your name out there or whatever, you have to do everything your executives tell you, everything your contract binds you to tell you. And because they have so much power, they can do things to these kids and say, you know, if you say anything, I'll kill your family. Or if you say anything, you know, nobody's gonna believe you because I'm a millionaire executive. You know, so like that's another thing is they can get away with it, and so they know that they can get away with it. Sort of like an I am the law mentality, you know, like they feel like because they're in higher positions of government or fame, they feel as if they're royalty and they can get away with anything.
Can you imagine being like like Epstein's secretary. Like she's going through like a file. Like he's like get this paper. She's like going through a file. It's like, oh yeah, a couple clients' birthdays, a couple numbers, 40 terabytes, child porn. Like,
in conclusion, our teens and our children are being sexualized. 2020 right now as we speak. Go on the internet right now. Go on social media, Twitter, whatever. Right? They can take down all these conspiracy theory quotes, whatever, which are true. Some of them, like the coronavirus cases and all.
Yeah. It's on the CDC website. Yeah. Don't believe those Instagram fact checkers from India, you know?
Yeah. Like, those fact checkers.
I love that's all I read, bro. my whole conception of history is that India is the best nation on the planet.
No, I'm talking about the fact checkers, dude. It'll be
that
fact checker like
no, bro. Dude, Indian facts genius, bro. Dude, they know everything, bro. Anything good in your life that has ever come to fruition is from India. I promise,
my God.
Dude, nah, India, bro.
No, man, like, do your own. Really look at the CDC website. If you don't believe, if you're saying it's a conspiracy, go on the CDC website right now and look at the updated numbers. The updated numbers are 6%. 6% of people died from the coronavirus alone. That's it. Everyone at 94% of people had underlying conditions. And of those 6% that died with just the coronavirus, they were extremely old. They were extremely elderly. Most of them. You know? And yet, you know, Obama had 60 million cases. We have 1 million right now.
Yeah.
Just cases, right? H1N1 flu. 60 million cases. There were no lockdowns. We didn't have to stop going to school or stop going to our jobs.
So we have to wear masks, too.
Yeah, we didn't have to wear masks. We didn't have to do any of that. We didn't have to do anything. There were no lock. There was nothing.
I feel bad for you with the mask. You got the sick ass beard.
You're covering this shit up.
I'm just covering up like a big ass nose. Bro. You got like this shit going on.
SB 145, the new law that passed in California. Why California?
What do you think?
Like, why California? Why would you do that?
Man, you know? It doesn't. I don't think it has anything to do with us being extremely liberal or anything. I don't think it has anything to do with.
It exposes the evil too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The sarcasm.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Maybe you didn't get it already.
When I woke up in the morning and I saw that, like my whole world just stopped.
And we talked about this on the last podcast. Yeah. We're like, if a law comes into place, like, I'm suiting up, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? That's it.
You know, like
I saw the whole law. It just made me really happy that Roman Polanski doesn't live in the U.S. anymore. He would be like, oh, bro, it'd be.
Look up Roman Polanski, okay? You're gonna understand why Hollywood loves this kind of stuff. You know, they love Roman Polanski. You know, they cheer him on at the Emmys or whatever dumbass award shows they have. Like they'll be like, yes, Roman Polanski, great director. You know, even what's her name?
You can say Meryl Streep. You can say Meryl Streep.
No, it wasn't Meryl Streep. It was Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, when she was talking about it on The View, she said, "Oh, it wasn't rape. What is rape?
Two
Whoopi
rape.
Goldberg.
Not one rape, two.
Yeah.
Not one, but two.
Rape is fine. Two rapes.
If you're a 40, 50-year-old man and you have sexual intercourse with the 13-year-old girl or 14-year-old girl, how is that not rape? It is stated in the law that is rape.
I find it kind of hilarious. So like Roman Polanski managed to like survive the Holocaust, like Hitler, and then he manages to like not be there when like the Manson murders happened in his house. He manages to survive two of the worst people. No, he managed to survive. He managed to survive two of the worst people in history, and still managed to find a way to be shittier than both of them.
All right,
like,
that's a little weird. That's worth looking into. You know,
search it right now. Look at it.
In his house,
dude. They killed his wife.
The pregnant one. That was his wife.
What other wife? No, the 13-year-old.
Well, I didn't. I didn't know there was Roman Polanski.
Yeah, didn't you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No.
Yeah,
is that about the Mansons?
That's like the whole plot of the movie.
What, dude? I didn't even know that.
The whole plot of the film is it's leading up to the Manson murder. Roman Polanski's in
the movie. Okay, maybe Charles. Maybe I should do a little more.
He's like, no, Charles Manson. No. The whole thing. See, you think it was about that, but like, I mean, first of all, Charles Manson, like, dude, his whole
Charles Manson was crazy. I'm not saying what he does.
Charles Manson was like a 35-year-old tribe leader of like a bunch of like 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
I don't think he was any bad.
Is he still alive?
No, he died.
He just died. Yeah, right.
I'll give I'll give him props though. He's funny. Just funny shit. He's a funny dude. No, not even that. Like, no, bro. When he fucking like when the Manson murders first came out, they had like a thing. They put out a report that he was like 5'2". When I think he's actually like 5'8", right? And like he was in an interview and he was like, yeah, you know, like when you guys caught me, I was like 5'8", and he shrunk me down to 5'6". The next year, by the end, I'll be about as tall as this. Like, he's not a good guy though.
Not a good guy.
Terrible.
I condone that joke. I don't condone him.
He's funny sometimes, you know, but
it's funny. He was like, do you feel lame? Are you sad? Like that.
I am nobody.
Yeah, that shit's funny.
Gust in the wind.
He's bad. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. He's a dishonest guy.
Yeah. He's a bad dude. Disloyal. Back to SB 145. Like, oh man, like you would think. Like, yeah, there's people that are condoning pedophilia, but it would never become into law. You know, our government would never do that to us. You know, like, how could you even show that how could you show that law to the victims? Yeah. Said this last time.
Think about the victims, dude.
Exactly. Right. Think about the victims of this sexual abuse. Think about the kids that are going through this, you know? And now there's a law that makes it okay within the boundaries of certain situations.
What boundaries, though?
Yeah, like, especially like if you groom a child. Like imagine that if you're grooming a child from a young age, you know, and they become okay with it. You know?
How can a child give consent? How can these...
They don't even know what's going on.
It's like Onision.
Exactly.
Onision, bro. That guy's like pouring kombucha on himself in the woods. Because he fucks some kids. Like, that's some weird shit, bro. Dude, I want to see the Chris Hansen interview with Onision, bro. That dude was fucking crazy before we knew all about this shit, bro. I want to see that, bro.
Dude, yeah, his videos are like insane.
I want Chris Hansen to just go in the woods and like look for him, like Monster Hunters on Discovery Channel.
Why don't you take a seat right there on that wall?
No. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna like fucking Onision. He's gonna like trip over some boulders and like it's gonna get a little rocky tonight. He's so quick, dude.
Yeah, this is why we need to catch Predator back, because one of the reasons that I think that they canceled it was because they had actually found like a district attorney.
Yeah.
He got caught in the sting operation, but he actually never went. He was never on the cameras or anything. He never went, but the cops knew who he was. Yeah. So they went to his house to arrest him, and as they went to arrest him, he killed himself.
He arrested him back. Oh.
No, he killed himself. Yeah. And so like the Catch Predator ended up getting sued and everything because they were like, oh well, they were the reason that he got killed when he never even knew that he was
like he was the reason he got killed.
Exactly. Yeah, it was. Yeah, don't blame to Catch a Predator.
Like, first of all, you should be fucking kids, and second of all, like he pulled the trigger. Chris Hansen wasn't there. Like, okay, I'll help you out, buddy. Like,
yeah, exactly. He wasn't the one pulling the trigger, man. Like the cops didn't even kill him. Man killed himself. Like, and like we need to, like, that kind of stuff needs to be out because it brings awareness, you know, and it shows the sort of mindset that they had back even in like 2002 and 2003 when that show was coming out, you know. Like it shows the mindset like, yes, this is a problem, yes, let's bring this to light, you know. But nowadays, you know, it gets canceled, right? And then now we don't hear anything about it. Now we've got Dan Schneider putting feet all over our kids' shows, and we've got
he likes footsies.
Exactly, man. We got that going on. We got sexualized children. We got this sexual freedom type thing, love has no age type stuff. Like,
fuck that.
Come on. Like, have we not learned anything about morality? You know, like we all came together as a society and was like, yes, you cannot have sex until you're 18. Okay, in a couple states, if you're 16, you can give consent, I guess. We set the bar at 18, you know, for a reason.
There's a reason why we have that.
Exactly. You're done with school. You've had some experience with life, you know. You're going into life, you know. There's just a reason, you know, and there's a reason for everything. And the reason for this law, I'm telling you, that for the lawmakers and the governors or whatever, definitely Gavin Newsom, I'm sure, had something to do with this. But they the ones making these laws, okay, they think it's a great thing, right? They think it's amazing, right? And the liberals and communists will pump it up, you know? But
well, they said that this law has to do with the LGBT community as well.
Yeah, because they have put multiple things, and like we say before, it's not every single LGBT person. It's people that are trying to manipulate the LGBT community because of how much influence it has. And so they use, what's it called? They use this sexual movement, the sexual freedom movement, to put in the minds of people, oh, love has no age. You know, I identify as a 6-year-old girl, so I should be able to have sex with 6-year-old girls.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of that, like, I feel like I think regardless of like how, you know, communist you are, like, I don't think anybody wants to like fuck kids, you know, if they're normal.
Well, yeah.
Like
Exactly.
I don't think that like child rape has like a political affiliation.
Well, no. You're absolutely right, but it is the far left that is saying that a lot of them are saying that it's okay, and their policies, the ones where they talk about you can identify as anything you want, you identify as any age or gender that you want, you identify as anything, honestly, okay, then they have their love has no age thing, their freedom with your body stuff, you know, that by pedophiles will use that. You know, they'll use that to their advantage to people that don't think about this pedophilia stuff. You know, they'll say, you know, they'll put small things in there. You know, oh, here's the minor attracted person, right? That's what they changed it to, minor attracted person, like a no contact, right? A map is what they call themselves. And
makes it sound small. It makes it sound like they attract like midgets. Like.
Exactly. Yeah. And like that's what they try to do to make it normal in society by saying, no, I'm not a pedophile, I'm a minor attracted person. I'm attracted to minors, but I would never touch them.
Yeah, but like a benevolent pedophile.
Yeah, exactly. like oh, you're better than every single other pedophile on earth.
There's like a pedophile hierarchy. This guy's at the top. He's
sorry, I'm no contact.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. I only look up a hashtag teen girls. You know, I look from a distance.
The ones at the bottom, like going into the neighborhoods,
with the white vans.
The one above them, he has 2 friends, and he like has to do it for them.
Yeah, it's like the lowest ones are like acting by themselves, right? They're at the bottom of the pyramid. They're just like they're
independent contractors,
ones, right?
like
yeah, and the top ones are the ones that are like paid to do it. You know, they're like the traffickers and everything like that. Then you go a little bit higher, you know, all kinds of different stuff, you know.
No matter what, if whoever does that shit, it doesn't matter if you're minor attracted or not, you're still a pedophile.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's literally minor attracted is what pedophile means. It means pedo, which is child, and then phile, which means lover.
Philios.
Yes, exactly. It's Greek, yeah. Child lover. Where have we come to as a society to where there are some people, I'm not saying it's everyone, I'm not saying it's everybody on the left, I'm not saying it's every Democrat, you know, but there are a lot, and you know, it's scary because I didn't think anybody would be okay with pedophilia. I didn't think anybody would be like, no, well, that's fine, you know, they're just.
And there is some people like that. People that are like, there's always 2 sides to some shit.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
On the other side, people are like, yeah, you know, like, let people express themselves. And the other side is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
There's 2 sides. There's 2 sides. There's the victim side, and there's like the child fucker side.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh yeah, we have the Me Too movement, and like you're fighting against like child abuse and stuff like that. But then on the other end, you're okay with sexualizing children.
I don't know. I feel like the way the Me Too movement worked was kind of like, I feel like everything kind of got lumped in together. So it was like the whole thing. It was like, oh, like it was like Louis C.K. jerks off in front of this woman, but then it's like the next article is like Harvey Weinstein rapes 40 people. So like it kind of like, you know, that all gets lumped in together. Those two, those should all be handled.
Yeah,
very different.
And even that was needed to show the people what the elite were doing. You know, like what these Hollywood people were doing, like with Weinstein, with Harvey Weinstein, with Dan Schneider, with all these people that have come out, you know, that have been found out, you know, and like Bill Cosby and all these different things that you see how power changes people, and you see how good people really are at acting.
So do you think that like if these people had never been in power, they never would have like had sex with these children?
That's debatable, you know, like because a lot of time these people getting this sickness is from, you know, experiences in their lives, or when they get this power and this money and they say to themselves, I can do whatever they want, you know, the deeper parts of their mind, you know, they might have some sexual tendencies toward that way, to where they're like, oh, you know, I have power, I could fuck a 16-year-old.
Because they experienced it in their youth?
And, well, no, not exactly. So, like, it's like when they're introduced to it in the upper echelons, you know, when they're like, hey, you know, I got a 13-year-old in there if you wanna, you know, and then they're like, okay, I have power, I won't get in trouble for it.
So it's like a power thing, because they're trying to see how much they can get away with.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why you always see drug overdoses and stuff, because they're doing all these drugs. It's why they're always going to parties. That's why a lot of actors and actresses are like super involved in politics and stuff, even though they shouldn't be, because that just goes against just being an actor, you know? Like obviously, like literally being an actor is, you are paid to say things. You are under contract to say things.
What was the thing you were saying about Benedict Cumberbatch? What? The guy from Linkin Park?
And that wasn't Benedict Cumberbatch, bro.
What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Isn't it?
Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange, bro.
Oh fuck! What's his name? The guy that you saying, like, he was.
It's Podesta's son, Chester Bennington.
Yeah.
Chester Bennington.
Never mind. Nah, you can see how. There's a little bit of a connection there. You can see. Well, I thought to know, like, what were you saying about? It was him, Chris Cornell.
Yeah, Chris Cornell, Avicii. They
did not kill themselves.
Yeah. They were working on a documentary called The Silent Children. And like I said in the last podcast, you look at Chester Bennington, John Podesta side by side, it's uncanny. It's uncanny that they're related. Like I can't say 100%, but 99.99.8, you know, 8% sure, you know.
Isn't it possible like two people could just like look alike?
Dude, like not this much.
Can I see it? Can I? Do you have I want to look at it.
Like, dude, it's the nose, the chin, dude, the eyes. They're like, it's like those snake eyes almost, you know? The chin.
He kind of looks like my philosophy teacher.
Who, Chester or John?
John, because his skin's a little bit darker. That is kind of strange, though.
Isn't that weird, bro?
It is weird.
So, him being, you know, him looking so alike, right? So, if it comes out that they are related, right? Really makes you think about why Chester was doing that stuff. He even talks about it in his songs. Yeah. You know?
Did he get molested by the Boy Scouts? It's like a scout leader guy, like right here. It's like I'm not doing some research on that.
So what's the song? I think that one's by Chris Cornell. I think it's a Soundgarden song.
Which song is it?
And the farm baby now.
That song. You're thinking of Temple of the Dog. Where it's him and Eddie Vedder. They were singing about like another grunge guy that died. I mean, it could have had some undertones too. I don't know about.
Well, like if you look at the lyrics, like it says they're farming babies, like, and for
on the nose there.
It talks about a lot of stuff in that one song, and that's what they do. That was what Epstein was doing. Was he was farming children?
Thinking of Soundgarden.
That's what. So that's also what, if you look up John of God, who was a good friend of Oprah Winfrey. John of God was literally doing that, was farming children to have more children with, and to have, you know, to have sex with. And Epstein said that he wanted to trace the human DNA with his DNA.
Like he clones himself?
You know, no, like he wanted to be like Genghis Khan, where he had so many children that they would have children, and then like you know, eventually over the years, you know, 90% of the population of Epstein.
Wait, so how many Epstein Juniors think they're just walking around and they have no idea?
I don't even know.
There's gotta be some
if they weren't killed first, bro. Like, I don't even know.
This dude's clearly into cream pies, so it's like how many I want to know, like, how many of them are walking. I remember reading that he had like that plan for like an island where he was going to impregnate like a bunch of like.
I don't think it ever went through. That's the thing, is I don't think he ever, like, that was one of his plans.
Okay,
for
but
like if everything got to fruition, you know, like that was going to be his plan, was to farm children. And the reason that they farm children is because the slave trade is still alive today. The slave we are still experiencing slavery today in multiple ways. Debt slavery, banking slavery and sex slavery, okay? Child sex slavery, okay? That sex slavery never stopped. It never stopped. We never brought an end to it. It was all other forms of slavery, except for the new kinds. And these are the people that this is our generation's fight, because it has been going on for centuries. This is an ancient thing that's been going on. Ancient. Like you think that the Aztecs were bad at sacrificing humans? Like, it is, imagine everything else that's gone around the world. You know, and not just looking at the Aztecs, but think of all the human sacrifice, all the different tribes that were okay with pedophilia or human sex, everything around the world in history. You know? It's ancient. And this is our generation's fight. It's something that we can truly all get behind, because you can't say that pedophilia isn't happening. You know, that is 100%, it is happening. When it all started in the 60s with Project Mockingbird, when they put CIA agents into the news cycle, that's still going on today. You know, they say that they ended it, but I guarantee every single news reporter goes through CIA training. Guarantee it. Especially Anderson Cooper.
They all get like waterboarded as like a test to get into CIA.
No, dude. But like they're trained on how to speak and what to speak about.
Your interview is just like nipple clamps that hook up electrocute you. Like.
Exactly, dude. Like I just
wanted to fix the mailroom. Like.
And like the thing is, it's like this is all a spiritual war, and I will say this until I die. Like no matter what religion you are, no matter even if you're non-religious, you know, it doesn't matter what you believe. If you're an atheist and you don't believe in God or Satan or anything like that, no matter what you believe, they do believe in it. Even if you don't. If you don't believe in Satan, that's fine. But these people do. And they follow evil and darkness, because if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty, Satan really just signifies or personifies evil and darkness and depravity. But these people, they worship darkness.
Speaking about darkness, you know, look what's happening today. And it's real. I mean, people don't have to believe in Satan and all, but look what's happening today. Satan on earth. Like I said, pedophilia, sex trafficking, what's happening in Hollywood, what's happening in the politics today.
People killing each other on the streets, man, you know, over politics, dude.
I feel like people now are killing like each other over politics like the least of any time in history.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, compared to like, you know, like,
you are so right.
Let's go back 200 years. We'll talk to Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, there's all civil wars and revolutionary wars going on.
Let's go ask like I don't know, like some Jesuit. Let's go ask some Jesuit priests.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You are right. You look at the curriculum today. Let's see what kindergartner through like 6th graders are being taught about homosexuality and pedophilia and you know what anal is and all of this. Like, it's not even like oh, this is how a baby is made, you know, like the penis goes in the vagina and it makes a baby. It's like, aha, licking the butthole feels really good.
I'm not saying we should be teaching kids that, but licking the butthole does feel really good. But we should teach kids that. I definitely think that's something that you find that on your own. You find that on your own.
Like 5th grade, we watched just the penis one, and then 6th grade,
I don't know. How do you remember the title? He's like, we watched just the penis. The girls watch only pussy. Like,
no, that's what they did. Yeah, and then I think the next year we watched both.
Oh, I never got to the other part. I didn't make it to part 2, bro. I need to find the sequel. That shit was I remember one of the things like there's all these kids at a sleepover, and he's like, oh, hang on, bro, the game is coming on the radio, which I don't know why the fuck I listen to the game on the radio. Like it's like 1946, but like it's like the game. Like, hang on, sex talk is coming on. It's like, dude, I don't know. I hated those videos. Dude.
But yeah, like we were saying, like they're teaching kids in school about this.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't have a problem with the LGBT community. You know, I respect them, what they want to be, you know, whatever. But kids, though.
Yep.
Kids are being taught that. Kids are supposed to be kids. They're supposed to be in a video game. Go outside and play.
Yeah, go in nature and go play football and play video games and stuff like that. Like, don't.
I think they should be taught like what it is. That way.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like how my mom did it was, she was watching Michael Jackson's Thriller,
That's a good point to talk about homosexuals.
And I walked up to her, and I was looking at it, and I was like, who's this? And she was like, oh, that's Michael Jackson. I had heard things, at school about Michael Jackson. I was like, oh, but isn't he gay? Why are you listening to him? And she was like, she looked at it, she was like, so what? And she just looked back, and I, like, that just changed my whole perspective on gay people. It was just like, okay, who cares if he's gay? And then I was like, all right, I guess so,
all right, dude.
Who cares, I guess, and then, like I tell, like I said in the last fucking podcast, my best friend is Scott Esparza. He's the gayest man I ever met, and, like, he's a great dude, but he doesn't put his gayness in my face,
He doesn't push his agenda.
Exactly, he doesn't, like, put it down my throat, like, no pun intended, but, like, he doesn't do that, and, like...
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Like, yeah, I'll teach my kids about, gay people, whatever, but I won't teach them, like, how to be like.
Yeah, I'm not
instruction manuals like how to gay.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm not gonna teach my kid how to fuck someone else in the ass. Like, I'm gonna teach this is what it is. You shouldn't judge someone based on their sexual preference, so long as you're not my kid.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, really teach your kids about predators. Like that. My mom was big on that. She was like, anybody tries to do anything to you punch, you scream, you run, you do anything you can get away from them. And you always tell somebody. You always talk to somebody. And, like, that's what I think you should do. Go. If you're going through this, currently, like, talk to somebody. Like get the word out there. Like, there's this one guy, his name's Michael Long. You can look him up on YouTube. He has a thing going on right now called hashtag Stand With Sophie, and or hashtag Stand With Sophia, and it's his daughter, and it's a video of his daughter saying, like screaming that she doesn't want to go to her mom's house because her mom's boyfriend is touching her, and her mom is watching it. And she's screaming, doing all this stuff, and, like, it's just heartbreaking because the grandma is, like, listening to it, and then she's trying to, like, turn the conversation away. Yeah. Like, she says, like, the girl says...
The boyfriend or whatever? Like,
No, the grandma of the mom.
Oh.
Because the grandma was there with the mom, because there was nobody there. Like, apparently, according to the custody thing, like, nobody's supposed to be there except for her mom and her grandma.
Okay, and the dad's trying to get her out of that situation?
Yeah, so he's trying to get her out of that situation because, and she said, like, he would bring his friends over, too, like, the boyfriend guy. So like, she's fighting and doing all this, and the grandma's like, oh, like, the girl's saying, oh, well, he comes in and he touches me and mommy watches, and, like, it makes me feel bad about myself. Yeah, and, like, she was saying, it makes me feel bad about myself, and then the grandma's like, oh, well, how could you feel bad about yourself if you got lead in the school play last year?
So to deflect it, like, away
from,
like, the whole...
Yeah, and it's like, as soon as she said that, I was like, this bitch is complicit. Yeah. This bitch knows what's going on. Yeah. Because if any kid told me that, I'd be like what the fuck? I'd be on that person, like, oh my goodness, like, that's how I knew, because as soon as you hear something like that, if you don't already know that it's going on, and that's a surprising thing to hear, then there were police there too. I would immediately go to that police officer and be like, listen to what this child is saying.
Yeah, listen to the fucking kids and what they're saying.
And then the dad, he called the police and he said, hey, I'm trying to get something done about this because my daughter said that there's sexual abuse going on at her mom's house, and she was acting crazy. And then the cop's like, oh yeah, we got a call about that and stuff. And he was like, the cop kept deflecting too. He kept saying like, oh, well, how does your child act around you? And, oh, has your child ever been disobedient? What do you do when your child says no? And then the dad was like, my child never says no. Like, she never acts like this. Like, she is a good girl, we don't do anything to her. Like, she's nice around us and his dad, her grandpa. He's like, she's fine over here, but as soon as she says she has to go over to her dad, or her mom, she freaks. She goes crazy because...
You see how she was crying?
Yeah, bro, she was traumatized. This isn't just a disobedient child.
No,
this is like... She was fearful. Yeah. She was saying, I don't want to go. I will not go. Like...
And they're trying to pull her out of the fucking car too.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think her elbow got hyperextended and her ankle got hurt.
So you said the cop didn't do anything?
No, the cop was like, oh, it's like a misbehaving child and stuff like that.
So do you think like that police department might be complicit in that kind of behavior?
Possibly, dude. Okay, like another thing, yeah, like there's a lot of police departments that okay, I'm not saying all cops, right? I'm not saying all cops are bad, but I'm also not saying all cops are good. Okay, so there are.
It's a good medium. It's a good medium.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the people in power mindset. Okay, if you have power, most likely people are going to abuse it. Okay, and especially when it comes to stuff like this, if you say I'm the cop, you know, people are gonna call the cops to report stuff like this.
You know they're dependent on you, so you know you can do whatever you want.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's the same I am the law mindset, and so that along with there's a lot of police badges that I've seen with the pedophile symbol, with the triangle spiral.
Oh yeah, that triangle spiral. Dude.
Yeah, on the like the star like the 6-pointed star.
Yeah.
Like it'll be on each little point. You know, the pedophile symbol, and like, you know, you could just say, oh yeah, it's just a random symbol, but if this is a well-known FBI pedophile code, why the police department got it?
I feel like the police a lot of times, like I feel like they're taught like the law, so they know to what extent they can abuse it.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like I feel like they're learning the law, so they know like
like
their jurisdiction. I feel like a lot of times it just comes out to like, how can I like use this to the fullest extent to my advantage?
Yeah, because cops do get out of a lot of stuff. You know, they really do. Exactly.
Stay woke, brothers.
Exactly, man. Like
these pasty crackers, they don't know what it is.
Cuties. That French film that they made in France and now they're bringing it to the United States. I mean, do you realize the difference between that film? Like, yeah, we have 11-year-old girls twerking in a competition. Like, 11-year-old girls twerking.
Are there twerking competitions?
Yes.
It's such a French film to make.
Yeah.
It's such like a...
That's
Roman Polanski's attached in the background somewhere. Like he's like an executive producer.
Didn't he run away to France or something like that?
That's how U.S. jurisdiction.
Mignonne, or however the hell the French say. You know,
means
minions. You know, not the little yellow guys from Despicable Me. Little girls.
Yeah. It's like, if you look at the movie poster, they're like shopping, whatever, like normal girls do. And they come to America and they do their poster. These girls are posing like porn stars. These girls are posing like strippers. Like they're having their asses hard.
There was a theory on Pardon My American. There was a theory on that the movie is actually about how the sexualization of our girls is going on, and it's like bringing awareness to it because it is NC-17. So
they rated that?
Yeah, it's rated NC-17.
But there's kids in there.
Exactly. Yeah. so I think it's going to bring light to what's going on. And the reason that the reason that Netflix made it like that was so people wouldn't watch it, was so people would attack it for being a pedophile movie.
So they want to see like, who's a pedophile. They said testing the waters.
Exactly.
See, like,
yeah. So this picture was chosen by Netflix. Okay. So
it was screened at Cannes.
Exactly. Yeah. So it had to be chosen by Netflix to put it on there because the movie poster in France is completely different.
Yeah. Totally different.
So that's a little weird to me because, like, knowing that there's so many people now waking up to this stuff, why would Netflix put that out like that? You know, why would they do that? So on Pardon My American, that was their theory on it. I mean, like, we can only wait and see until it comes out, but.
I feel like the only problem is like I don't want someone to go through my like Netflix watch list to see like cuties in there.
Yeah, I don't.
We'll watch it on somebody else's TV.
Like I don't want to watch it, but like I just want to see like what it actually is, you know, like and what.
What if the movie really is about like the yellow guys from Despicable Me? It's like a mock to this. Like they think the little yellow guys just shaking their asses. Like, I'd watch that. That'd be a funny movie.
I'm like, oh shit, alright.
Yeah. Oh, twerking minions. You didn't tell me we're watching this.
The US, they just fucked up the translation. Like, I'd watch that movie.
Man.
Shit. Cruz in the background. Steve
shaking
Carell.
His tiny ass.
Like shaking his shoulders.
Giant nose.
His ass cheeks are like on his back. Like
I saw on the YouTube they posted the trailer in there. If you look at the
there's a trailer for the movie?
Yeah, the trailer. It's on YouTube. And if you look at the likes and dislikes, there is like so much dislikes, dude.
Yeah.
So much. Like I don't know why the 2K liked it. Like who the fuck are the 2K?
Yeah, we need to go after those people.
Yeah.
Like,
but the people.
Those are the guys typing like teen girls on Instagram.
Yeah,
like.
Exactly.
But yeah, like there's so many thumbs down. Dude. So much.
Good. That's good.
When I first heard about this movie, I was like, why? Why would you put this on Netflix?
Yeah.
Why would you bring it to America anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Like
why? It's like people who wanted to post this, like, think about it.
It's a foreign language film too. Like, if I'm gonna watch a movie about like these teens like twerking, like I'm gonna watch it in English. Like, that's where I draw the line. Really,
America's like, we'll change that for you.
Yeah, they dub it over like a kung fu movie. It's like, no, I don't like this. Speaking of French.
But yeah, it's fucking sick. People, do not watch that film. Please do not watch that film.
Yeah, unless it's for study.
We're gonna watch it for
research
purposes.
We'll watch it for you. Yeah, we'll watch it for you, and then we'll give you a synopsis.
IGN's gonna review it.
Yeah, we'll review it. Yeah, that's what we should do. That'll be one of the episodes.
No, it's a movie review channel.
Yeah.
IGN, I know for I guarantee you IGN's gonna give it like a 9 out of 10. Like,
oh yeah, bro,
it's better than Spider-Man.
Dude, oh yeah, bro.
This movie really makes you feel like Epstein. Like,
which really puts you in the mindset of Epstein, really. And you really see it from his perspective.
I don't want to see the shit he was looking at. I don't want to look at that. People can rally behind like, this is a bad thing. You know?
Yeah,
it's not hard to see that that's like a negative thing.
That's exactly what the Save Our Children movement is. It's like it goes past politics, and like the ones that started it were like Trump supporters and stuff like that, and like some of them are even like trying to like take reign of it, saying like, no, this is like a Trump only kind of thing, but like it's really not. It's
for everybody.
It's for every This is a movement, like I said last time, that will unite the people, because people are going to see the true evil that has been ruling over us. They're going to see the true evil, and they're going to make sure that something like this never ever happens again, because of how depraved and bad it is, and especially with technology now, everything is going to be forever fresh in our minds, because we're going to be able to look up anything. Now that we have technology and everything, you know, we're going to have pictures, memes, everything from our whole lives, you know.
10 years from now.
Imagine showing your kid like a meme from like 2015, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what comedy is going to like evolve to, or like what internet culture is going to evolve to with that.
Imagine explaining like Big Chungus to like Christopher Nolan. Like, imagine like putting the image in front of him. Like this guy made Inception. You're like, look at this rabbit. He's fat.
Yeah, first you gotta explain who Bugs Bunny is. You know,
he's gonna know damn well he doesn't watch cartoons. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna be showing my kids metaphysics lectures.
Children are being saved from these trafficking people, right? But are you seeing it on Fox News? Are you seeing it on Channel 5 News right now? No. You're not seeing it on the media right now.
You see it on, you'll see some,
like on some sources.
Some source, yeah, definitely some like independent like news sources, but like of course it's not gonna be on CNN, of course it's not gonna be on MSNBC, because they don't want the people worrying about that kind of stuff, because once people start to worry, then they start researching, then they start doing more research.
And that's kind of how you know like they're complicit in that, because like, you know, like the news' whole job is to fear monger so they can get their ratings up so they can sell ad spots, you know what I mean? So like, the fact that you know they're complicit, because like this would be like a fucking headline.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This should be a headline. This should be a headline everywhere. A lot of media people, a lot of newscasters, they have a lot of very close ties with our politicians. Lots of them are married to our politicians. Lots of CEOs of CNN and MSNBC and all of them, they're married to a lot of our politicians or bankers or corporation owners. It's like one big family. Like they had made a whole like web of like all the people that are connected with each other and how they're connected, like certain cousins and like. It's you would never even think that they're related.
This is why it's better to just stay uninformed. This is why,
ignorance is.
This is why I don't read.
Yeah, and like another thing, like if you didn't know, Gavin Newsom, the California governor, who's passing all these crazy laws, is Nancy Pelosi's nephew.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's Nancy Pelosi's nephew.
The dynasties, man. The Kennedys and
Let that one sit in your noggin for a little bit. Like, look at the state of California.
Is Nancy Pelosi even real? Like, how old is she, dude? How old is she? Her and fucking...
She is ancient, bro.
What's the other one's name? name? Like the fucking
Chuck Schumer?
No, the
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, bro.
How old is she, dude?
Bro, I'm convinced she's dead, no, bro. Like, I'm convinced she died a while ago.
What's her political affiliation? I don't know things.
She's very, very far left. Like, she actually endorsed movements for pedophilia as well as late-term abortion, like 9 months, like. Yeah,
9 months. That's like a full baby.
Yeah, at that point, just
full basically measuring about how many babies.
Yeah,
how many babies she could have had.
No, just have the child at that point. There's so many celebrities that are praised for saying, yeah, I've had so many abortions. Like the dude, they are, dude. I'm telling you, the people on the left, they love that shit. They're like, yes, you're a strong woman for killing your child for the betterment of your own life. Like, come on, you guys. You really think you're a strong woman if you're not strong enough to take care of a child? I don't think women stay depressed their whole lives after they have a child. I think a lot of women get a lot happier after they have a child. And
I think women just stay depressed all the time. Baby, no baby.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean,
this podcast is no longer Save the Children. It's Hate the Women.
Hate the women.
I don't condone violence against women. We
love women. That's the whole point of this podcast, though. Save the children. Please post anything you want, but at least add the hashtag Save the Children. That's the main
Save our children, or go to hashtag Save Our Children, Save the Children, hashtag Pedogate, Pizzagate. Wake up, because this has been very, very well hidden, very well hidden from us for decades, and right now it's all coming out. People are becoming educated on the symbols. People are becoming educated on their vernacular, on their words, on the code words that they use and everything like that, and the subliminal messages they put in our movies, our television, everything like that. People are waking up to it, and the elite should be scared. They really should be, because
they already are.
I sure hope so, dude, because they should be, because the moment that people find out about what you're doing, it's game over. Down to like CPS being involved, down to daycares being involved. Like, if you look up, what was it
basically
called?
Anything involved with children.
Yeah, dude, anything even foundations that are meant to help children.
Yeah.
Will almost always have pedophiles that will be in high-ranking positions. Because
pedophile, like applying the CPS, they're all in one place.
Yeah, exactly. They'll want to become teachers or something. They'll want to be doing that stuff because
it's like McDonald's for pedophiles.
Yeah, exactly, man. And so many kids will go missing from CPS, and so that's one of the top places kids go missing, because they'll just say, oh, they ran away. Yeah. And the border,
it's so
because
easy to say that too.
Exactly, and if it's illegal children, they don't have a birth certificate or social security number, so it's so much easier to make them disappear. And when they farm children, when they have children just for the purpose of rape, torture, and satanic rituals, those children have no identification at all. Who knows if even they have names?
They basically don't exist.
Yeah,
they're off the grid.
They just exist for the pleasure of the Satanists and Luciferians, and that's who we're trying to say. That is who we are trying to say, because you can't say it's not happening.
I know. A lot of people, everything that we're talking about right now, like what you said, everybody said that it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's not real. It's not happening. It's just another political conspiracy.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. They call Pizzagate a conspiracy. They're still calling it a conspiracy, even though there is an unsurmountable amount of evidence.
Yeah.
Look at just the way Joe Biden acts around children. Just look at it. The videos of him touching her hair and sniffing them and kissing them.
He used to rub his legs in the pool. It was all good fun.
Hairs would stand up on end. I got little golden hairs.
Got golden hairs, dude.
Yeah, I know a lot about roaches, and I know a lot about kids sitting on my lap.
I
love kids sitting on my lap.
Are you telling me that's not normal behavior, dude?
bro, like
he is a picture of hell. If I ever saw one.
Yeah, mental. He's such a mentally strong individual.
What's that thing called? The fucking the Leonardo da Vinci, like the guy who's doing like 8 arms and he's naked, his cock hanging out. No, dude, he modeled that after Joe Biden. Yeah, no, he modeled the Vitruvian Man after Joe Biden, I think.
It's insane. Just what we've come to as a society right now, and that's really what confirmed to me just a lot of like ancient texts, you know, biblical texts, the Torah, the Quran, everything like that. They have prophecies of what's going to come during the apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
You gotta remember the apocalypse. Okay, everybody thinks it's the end of the world. All right, everybody, you know, there's gonna be meteors coming down, destroying humanity or something like that.
Like the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Exactly, yeah. And if the world ended and everyone died, then there would be no need for second coming. But besides the point, I believe that it's going to be a great awakening.